In the green embrace, beauty often wears the mask of danger. In 3 seconds, the world becomes a blur of instinct and acceleration. The great hunter's gentlest secret is a mother's patience. The smallest jewel in the forest possesses a voice that defies its size. Joy is a ritual on the floodplain, practiced with wild abandon. In the darkness of the fruiting tree, the hunter wears spots that blend with the stars. In numbers lies safety and the courage to hunt what others fear. Fearlessness is not the absence of danger, but the mastery of it. The roar is a proclamation. This land has owners, and the night belongs to them. From the ground to the heavens, every layer hums with the pulse of life. The ancient dragon absorbs the sun, unchanged for eons. The night hunter carries one last prize into the dawn, merging 2 worlds. From the forest floor to the highest perch, every layer is a realm. Even the river's giant must defend his patch of sun and water. A display of strength secures the sweetest fruit in the forest pantry. The forest bows under the storm's fury, yet every creature knows its refuge. Sometimes, the mere shadow of an ancient predator sends ripples of panic. From above, the forest offers nowhere to hide. Dawn resets the stage, and every actor knows their cue. The storm creates strange companions out of common need. A single wrong glance, and the balance tips. The hollow of the ancient tree holds the future of the skies. Play and learning are indistinguishable in the nursery of the giants. The river guides the great herds into the shadow of the woods. Even the most fearsome predator allows a tiny, cleaner, safe passage. After the flood, the kingfisher reclaims its throne of air and light.
Sunlight draws the social bond of the troop into the open.
Even the loudest falls cannot drown the focus of a hunter. Persistence at the edge of the torrent is its own reward. Speed rests here, drinking deeply before the twilight chase. The same water that gives life also conceals the oldest predator. Before the hunt, there is joy. It is the glue of the pack. Under the celestial river, it feeds with the innocence of a creature from another time.
The hunt is written in the silence between blades of grass.
The dark holds a symphony. Only the small can truly hear. Across the same water, the giants teach the young the ancient roots. Silent and unseen, The forest floor has its own ancient guardians. Each daybreak rewrites the story of the wild, and every creature picks up its pen. Each daybreak rewrites the story of the wild, and every creature picks up its pen. As light fades, the clan's chorus binds them in the darkness. And the song continues, waiting only to be heard. Not all hunters seek the large. Some feast on the tiny architects of the soil. The rains arrive softly, and the swamp breathes again. Hands that can shape a tool can also hold a future. Where the stream widens, silence often wears the most beautiful coat. Judgment is a matter of seconds, played out over a lifetime of instinct. In the tempest, the ghost finds its lair. His voice carries farther than any gaze. It is the sound of the land itself. Under the stars, every rough game is a lesson in survival. In the downpour, wisdom finds shelter in stillness. The floor of the rainforest holds micro-kingdoms of breathtaking wonder.
Every touch reinforces a bond that will one day be tested.
His eyes are built for the horizon, where the next chapter of the hunt waits. Even the water dragon must sometimes climb to survive the rain.
The forest watch each move, 1,000 eyes hidden in the green.
The kopje stands as a throne for those who rule the endless grass.
She shapes the forest itself, one tiny chisel at a time.
In the quiet waters, generations of wisdom come to drink. The feast is solitary, a reward for the unseen battle of the night.
Every drop of nectar fuels a heartbeat in this vast green labyrinth.
Even in stillness, she reads the language of the wind. The memory of danger passes like a cloud shadow over the troop. The open mouth is not aggression, but a reminder of the power that rests within. Even the excavator must yield the stage to the prowling feline.
Where earth and water collide, life clings to the edge with fierce beauty.
Patience crafted over millions of years does not stir without certainty. The circle of the night canopy. One leaps, another waits. The warm waters hold the breath of the earth, drawing life in the chill of morning. In the kingdom of the African wild, every heartbeat is a note in a song that has played since the dawn of time. In the dappled light of the mopane, the lords of grace stand watch. The master of the African sky surveys a kingdom that stretches beyond the horizon.
On the other side of the river, ancient patience waits, unmoved.
Here, even the giants move with a tenderness that the forest demands. The The day's end brings a flurry of final business on the water. The Emperor of the Rocks claims the heights for its solitary feast. Beneath the surface, a different silence holds dominion. A single bush can contain a universe of silent warfare and survival. The hunt that fails still strengthens the bond that will succeed tomorrow. Even perfection stumbles on the unpredictable stage of the plains. The fastest animal on Earth begins with the slowest of steps. The savanna holds its breath as the calculus of survival begins. Water weaves life through the hidden veins of the wild. The river moves its secrets along currents we can only imagine. Even the king's heir must learn to chase shadows. She watches over a kingdom that asks for nothing, but gives everything. The night patrol begins, where rank and loyalty are written in scent and sound. The otter's dance is one of pure, fluid joy, a ballet beneath the lilies. Defeat is exile to quieter waters, but the river always offers a second chance. Beneath this ocean of green, the kingdom's true rulers have already begun to move. Even the greatest hunter must hone its power where failure carries no cost. The night's reign ends, and the lioness brings her legacy safely home. The painted wolves greet the sun with a bond that makes them nearly invincible. The architect of the savanna shapes the very trees that shelter the kingdom. In the shade of the upside-down tree, the matriarch remembers paths older than memory. Where the savanna meets water, life paints the sky. The cry of the fish eagle is the voice of Africa's waters.
In the hush, every tap echoes like a heartbeat.
Even the night's small monarchs must watch the silent wings above.
The night's smallest primate awakens to a world of scents and sounds invisible to us. The strike of the heron is a lesson in the physics of patience. Each bite carries the story of the soil and the rain. Shelter comes in the warm feather embrace as night reclaims the world. Even the vanquished giant becomes part of the serene landscape for the tiny sipper. Not all who watch are ready to chase. Some simply observe. The badger writes its own rules in the kingdom, and even the mighty respect them. Nurture in the shadows looks different, but it burns just as fiercely. The cycle of the night's hunt closes with the tender reunion of the den. In the river's gallery, every meal is earned with artistry. Even the smallest hunter metes out a decisive blow. This wide water world breathes as one, heron and kingfisher tied by the pulse of the marsh. This ancient land, beneath an eternity of stars, guards its secrets with perfect silence. Every stretch is a rehearsal for the hunt that night will call forth. The architect of the nest could not plan for the serpent's silent climb. The rhythm of the forest continues, joy and loss woven into the same nest. The afternoon ages quickly in the forest, light turning to liquid gold.
Ferocity and tenderness are two wings of the same bird. Thirst brings all creatures to the same fragile truce. The great constrictor moves through the water as easily as through the branches. The threads of life intertwine on this watery stage, each species a vital stitch.
As the womb of night slowly opens, the dawn chorus prepares its overture. The gaze of the owl pierces the darkness that hides so much. The mood shifts like the wind. Now the pack speaks only with intent. The mood shifts like the wind. Now the pack speaks only with intent.
The baobab is a world unto itself, hosting life from root to crown. The great plains wake to the promise of another day, under the watchful golden eye. The nocturnal kingdom comes alive with the footfalls of the queens. In the silver light, the lions mirror the stars, eternal and serene.
Once still, the serpent becomes just another branch in the tangle of life.
Within the hollow of a giant, the serpent rests, digesting the light of day. After the deluge, the jungle throws its colors across the sky. Even the storm cannot dampen the joy of a young life. The veins of the forest swell, reshaping the land with every storm. Even the toughest hide welcomes the shield of the forest in a downpour. Every muscle is sculpted by the constant threat of predators, yet he drinks with a king's composure. In a single heartbeat, silence becomes sustenance. Cold-blooded wisdom seeps from the stones long after the sun has gone. The first laugh of the day belongs to the ones who never worry about elegance. In the hush before the sun, the swamp is a mirror of dreams. The aardvark, a phantom engineer, reshapes the earth in search of its ancient food. The sky offers a view that humbles even the mightiest predator. When the sky unleashes its power, the family becomes a fortress of flesh and love. The river, swollen and muddy, is the lifeblood refreshed. After the storm, the canopy becomes a cathedral of light. The sun touches the wild, and for a moment, the entire kingdom is forged in gold.
In the blink of an eye, the chameleon's world changes.
In the quietest corner, patience feasts on the bounty of the forest. Failure is the most common teacher on the plains. The smallest cat is no less a master of the night.
Every path crossed leaves a story for those who can read the earth.
Sometimes the greatest defense is a stillness the predator overlooks.
She disappears into the mist, a phantom in the cathedral of trees. Teaching passes from generation to generation in this green university. Time is measured differently for those who carry their sanctuary on their backs. The serval wears the night on its coat, a ghost among reeds.
A jewel of the river strikes with breathtaking precision.
In the bores of the sausage tree, the prize is kept from jealous eyes.
Above the canopy, the ancient peaks watch over the endless cycle.
Even the deepest wilderness stirs with the first breath of day.
Where the forest releases its grip, the kingdom of the open plains begins.